It's been give or take 1 month since I already f***ed up. It's been give or take 1 month since I started taking Valorant seriously, i.e. since I posted my 1 week of Valorant video. Yes, if you're new here, that is the prequel to this video. Click this card if you haven't seen it, and then come back later. For the rest of you, you may be asking the same question that I am now. How did I improve between the end of 1 week to the end of 1 month? This video is set to answer some of those questions, showing some of the strengths that I have as of right now and some of the weaknesses as well. What I learned over the past month, as embarrassing as it can be.
He's on the smoke right now.
He's coming up.
Last player standing.
Nice.
Good shit, bro.
Are you serious?
I didn't know that kills you.
And
Say ho, I hope you know you just sold that whole for.
Yeah, you're fucking useless.
And a little bit of what I picked up intuitively. And before we get into it, just because I posted a video on my improvement over a month, it's not to come at any of your egos and any of your skills and challenges and weaknesses. Don't come into my comment section saying that you were emerald in a month span. I do not care. And this is also not to spite you if you're level 200 and you're iron, right? Everybody improves differently. Stay happy. Remember to smile. I'll see you in my next one. So the format of this video will be very simple. Beginning, I'm going to talk about my pros and strengths while playing the game and what I've learned over a month. Towards the second half, I'm going to be talking about my cons and weaknesses, what I need to build on, and blase blase. Towards the end, I'm going to tie it all together and give you a more concise roadmap of what I'm going to be working on so you can peer a little bit more into the world of a new player that's at least trying to take it seriously. Starting off with 3 things that I'm good at. My predictions have always given me an edge in competitive games, and Valorant is no different. My ability to make the right calls on guest plays has definitely helped me win more games than I care to count. Valorant being a tactical shooter has made it more of a chess match. This allows me to harp on regular player tendencies and conditioning. Secondarily, a great mentality has honestly preserved my stay in this game, as having no prior tactical shooter experience, I've had a measure of complications in transitioning to Valorant. For that reason, coming into it, I implemented a 2-loss policy, where if I lost 2 games in a row, I would stop queuing and fix my mental state. And that's done wonders for me, honestly. This has also made it to where I don't have a doomer mentality, to where I just think the game's lost after we lose 4 rounds, like a couple of my teammates are. Speaking of my teammates, opening my mind to their criticism and new information has changed a lot for me. I recently did a video where I watched VCT as a new player, and honestly, that's probably where you know me from. But what you learn and observe while watching better players and analyzing your own mistakes is a very valuable way to propel your ability. And I would say that's a great strength for me. As a content creator, I see firsthand, or secondhand, I guess, what my mistakes are and where I fall. Speaking of where I fall, though, my confidence is a big struggle for me and has put a glass ceiling on my growth. I regularly have panic attacks in-game, and that stems from a distrust in my personal ability. I would say this is the primary thing I have to work on, as I've lost many favorable gunfights and games due to feeling inadequate. And that confidence problem actually leads me right into my second struggle, which is inconsistency. I am streaky right now, with back-to-back games looking like 24-11 and then 9-18. This I really look to improve on with more repetitions in the game overall, and harping on more favorable engagements for myself. Instead of taking 50-50 gunfights, maybe taking 60-40 gunfights, and up and up and up. That way, it's less of a, am I going to be able to perform how I want to, and simply hitting the shots. Finally, I have to work on my tempo. I struggle understanding when to push and when to play back in the moment, and it shows. I found myself in dead zones during a gunfight where I'm just too far back or too far forward, and it's led me to lose points and fights for the team, and it's not ideal. In conclusion, nothing happens overnight, or in this case, over a month. This video has given me an outline of what to work on and how to do it. If you notice, I never harped on aim or positioning or anything like that. That's because back when I coached Destiny, I learned that those are skills that you learn over time while playing the game and just while doing whatever, right? Those aren't things that I can tell you and then automatically you're good at it, so what's the point in telling you off rip? It's obvious that the best players have better aim, and it's obvious that the worst players have worse aim. I try not to think so basic. This video is the start of a series where I'm going to be documenting my climb from silver to, let's say, pro. For clarity, I don't want to go pro, but I don't want to set a limit either. If you're interested in watching my climb, I stream regularly on twitch.tv/IPERRKS, and I will be posting here the highlights and updates of whatever I can and whatever I think of. The link for those is also in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video where I plan to do a VOD review, if you will, of myself and pointing out examples of mistakes that I have. I love you, and I'll see you in my next one.